Happy time zone, sports fans, and welcome to 90 Infinity 5, the Sports Hub. My name is Joey T. Badger, your host of the program, here with a Blaseball News Network recap show for Season 11 Plus. That's all the stuff that's happened after Season 11. So happy to have you. We've had trials. We've had announcements of a whole new cup of tournaments. So exciting. So happy to have you here. Everyone, for my own benefit, everyone say hi, Joey T in the chat. So happy to have you all here today. And I am not alone, usually not alone, because I'm surrounded by so many wonderful, lovely people. We're going to have them there today, and we're going to chat about some sports. So again, thank you again to Blaseball News Network for having us and for somehow giving me the keys to the show. That's on you. Thank you so much. So happy to be here. But folks, please help me welcome to the screen our friends today. First up, longtime friend of. Also, hello everyone. Hello. Please welcome long friend of the chat, commentator, and just all around great person, owner, sole proprietor of Blaseball podcast, taking out to the Blaseball game, and currently working on Blaseball the musical. Oh boy, excited for that. Please welcome to the screen. Welcome to the screen, Kimberly Dauber. Hello, Kimberly.
Someone said welcome to the scream, so I figured I might
welcome to the scream.
Thanks,
everyone, for other three guests, you all have to scream as well once you come on. It's now the bit. Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad that you took this over from me, Joey. Thank you very much. I didn't have time.
Boy, do I love scheming and bringing people together and attention. So happy to do it. All right, let's welcome our second friend to the screen. Please welcome Astrid. Hello, welcome.
This is iconic. This is iconic.
Astrid, is that a donut? What are you eating?
I do like donuts. I had donuts earlier today. Nice. As
that
Boston
didn't answer me. It looks like a mound of deliciousness. Please don't choke on air. I don't want to fill out paperwork.
I can't talk.
All right. Well, as you pull yourself together, please welcome probably has the cutest avatar in all of Discord. Please welcome to the screen, Juby. Hello, welcome.
Hello. I'm not gonna scream. And I also won't eat a donut, but I can drink on stream.
This is not a donut.
It's the happy middle ground. I love it. We don't even have all of our friends on the screen yet, but we already have lots of control of the stream. And that's the Sports Hub way.
It's fine.
The rails were never there.
Yeah,
never was.
What indeed. Also, another friend, a longtime friend, I would say anchor and foundation of the show. Usually they are always there in the chat to make sure the stats are correct. Please, please welcome to the screen, Kat in the chat. Hello, Kat.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh man, am I gonna need to get
stream's already off the rails, huh?
Do you expect anything more of this?
Did you think there were rails? I expected nothing less of us.
Well, so happy to have you all here. Quickly, we'll go around, introduce ourselves with our pronouns, and a quick plug with anything you want to plug. This again is a BNN sponsored event channel. I don't know what that means here, but don't swear. I don't know. Don't kill anyone on screen. Anyways, introduce yourself, a plug for yourself and your pronouns, please. I'll start. Joey T. Badger, he, him, his. I am the voice of the flowers for the Sports Hub, and we'll go clockwise. Kimberly, you are next.
Hello, what's up? I am Kimberly Dauber. I am the one and only host of Taking Out to the Ball Game. It's your friendly neighborhood Blaseball podcast. You can check that out at blaseballpodcast.com. Also, lately, I decided that I was going to produce Blaseball the musical. So the podcast is actually kind of on hiatus. It's not just kind of on hiatus. It's very on hiatus because I'm going to make a musical along with Rain from the Garages and Matthew Black and that reporter of WTFB Sports Radio and Bones, who you might know from the Twitter RP Discord Blaseball Baby. So follow that on Twitter at Blaseball Muse and watch out for the train wreck that it's going to be.
So look at all this name dropping. Kimberly, thank you so much for being on here today. Astrid, you are up next. Hi, welcome.
Yes, I am your local gay disaster. I do many things.
You just
Yeah.
described
Another
Sivir.
power move. This is great.
I mean, what did you expect? People know me from various things, probably making sure you can look at games again. I did replays and a couple other cool
Yeah,
stuff.
no big deal. I just did replays.
Yeah.
That's all. That's
I
it.
mean, y'all do like fancy stuff, and I just like I'm Gremlin.
Well, you do actual projects. I do bits in front of a camera for attention. And
I mean,
and
those are
dress myself in a dinosaur
Also
suit,
projects, I think.
I guess.
Probably. Yeah.
Web dev always frustrates me, and also scripted stuff scares me. That's why I improvise it. But
It's all of the
Ashton, so
above.
Ashton, so happy to
Yeah.
have you here. Truby, you're up next.
Hi. I feel like I want to also just kind of tell a little broader story of where we found Astrid in the Discord. It was like a little gremlin hunched in the corner, and then she turned around and was like, "I made this," and it was Reblaze.
Oh, what a nice wholesome story.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hi.
Wait, what happened after that?
What's that? Then it was really good, and we loved it. Hi, I'm Chuby, Chube, Chubles, Chubes. Any way you want to pronounce it, spell it. I'm fine with that. I use he, him, or they, them pronouns. I am, I guess, most recently known for posting Bulbasaur gifs during the trial as part of the defense because Parker McMillan III is and was my best friend. Reply if he is your best friend too.
He's my best friend.
Sometimes I will post from Cyber Official, but that's not. I'm not the mastermind behind most of it. I will say that ahead of time. And I also have a robot that calls Hawaii Fridays games on my Twitch stream. If you want to check that out, Jlan Mladen.
That's a mouthful.
It's really hard to say, but also like he does good calling the games for a robot.
Also, it puts me to shame, an actual actor. So I welcome our robot overlords and congratulations on making
Reply if Jlan Mladen is your best friend too.
Yes,
yes, that's also true.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, welcome so much. I'm so happy to have you here on the cast. And speaking of so happy to have you here, Kat, hello, welcome. So happy to get out of the chat and into the cast.
Yes, I do have a human form. Hello. I'm Kat, she, her. I run Kat Splats. Just kind of general Blaseball news and court reporter in the off season, I guess. And
congratulations, you did better than the actual court reporter.
Apparently. And yeah, that's me.
Well, so happy to have.
My cat form may be making very strange noises in the background. I don't know if, yeah, there he is.
So, and I also see Dan's arm. Hello, Dan Hahn. And hello, Conan. Bye, Conan. I also agree with that. This is going to be a lovely, lovely mess. But I have all you here to help it not make a mess. So thank you all so much for being here. So today we're talking about the stuff that happened after season 11. We are currently on Grand Siesta for an indeterminate amount of time. The creators of Blaseball have said that we don't know when it's going to be over and get back to normalcy. So here we are. But we had two very interesting events that happened very recently or about to happen. One was the trial and one is the coffee cup. So two things we'll be talking about today on the program. Again, folks in the chat, please feel free to play along with us because we love you and you make this cast worth doing. So thank you for being here. But let's talk about the trial. Boy, I think it can be summarized in what the heck happened.
What about the cat or?
No, that's normal cat things. But like,
yeah,
what?
he just does that.
We should probably start with why we had a trial.
Why we had a trial? Kimberly, do you want to kick us off with why we had a trial?
Yeah, I can tell you why we had a trial. So it started a long, long time ago when the Blaseball fandom was first just realizing that we really hate capitalism. So we voted for a decree called Eat the Rich. And in the decree Eat the Rich, at the end of each season, the coins that belong to the top 1% of Blaseball fans, you earn coins in Blaseball, the coins of the top 1% of fans with the most coins get redistributed down to the rest of the 99% of fans. And this happened without fail for many a season, probably at least like 5. And then after season 9, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's after the end of season 9, Eat the Rich did not happen. It just didn't. And then the New York millennials got particularly upset about this and hired the Wild Wings legal team to represent them in a court case against the commissioner and the Blaseball gods, trying to sue as a class action lawsuit because Eat the Rich did not happen because we wanted to get our coins. It happened in the Sunbeams court. It was moderated by Judge Keeper Sins, who
love Sins. Big Sins fan.
So good. Yeah. And that's like about enough information for us to pick up telling the story of what happened when the trial actually proceeded. But the big thing is like the millennials are suing Parker Commissioner Parker and the Blaseball gods are defending themselves.
This god coin that we
God
at the
coin.
Sports Hub actually own.
That's
via
right.
capitalism.
But
Take that, capitalism, using your...
I forgot about that.
How can you forget? It's in the slides.
Oh, but
Didn't look at those.
Parker's defending, the millennials are prosecuting, and we're trying to do a class action lawsuit to get our coins.
Astrid and Chuby, you both were actually in the courtroom. Can you tell me how did the planning process go for that event?
It didn't.
So, yeah. 1, it didn't. 2, actually, I'll say this. Sins did a fantastic job doing a lot of planning and making sure everything ran on the rails. I want to get that out of the way. First of all, it did an incredible job so that the rest of us could be like monkeys banging on pans the entire way through. But I guess to kind of illustrate how the actual rest of the coordination happened, probably talking about my application to be one of Parker's defense, was I brought this up with some people and they were like, no one's probably going to defend Parker. And I was like, but Parker's my best friend. And so
you get an on point for
that was just on the goof that I sent my application was only the words, Parker's my best friend. I've never played Ace Attorney and I don't know what law is. And then I found out 2 days later that I was part of the defense.
Amazing. Astrid, were you on? I forget because it was such a confusing mess. Were you technically on the defense or on the prosecution team?
I have no idea. I was
So Astrid was on the
some amount of on.
We had Cyber as an expert witness, and the goof for that was we were just gonna get like 4 to 5 to 6 of us council members, including me on defense, who was on defense, as well as Para, who was on prosecution, all in the stand at the same time for maximum chaos.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't know if anyone noticed. I also like maybe you saw Kat while you were like reviewing the docs. That like Para and I were independently cross-examining ourselves while everyone else was just talking.
I know. I had to
yeah.
go through and mark every time you questioned yourself as prosecution or defense,
Yeah.
and then every time you answered yourself as a witness.
What do you mean, Kat? Why did you do that?
Yeah, Kat doing a heroic job.
No one said you had to.
Okay. No.
But she did.
My brain said I had to, and I couldn't stop until it was done.
Please follow at @CatStalats to find those.
The edited and annotated full transcript of the trial.
It's even color coded. It's so helpful.
It's color coded.
Do you want to just like join us?
I linked all of the. I mean, Cat Splats is already the Bat Cat for the Data Witches. So.
All right, solid.
Nice. Hell yeah.
It is in the archive channel in the Cyber Discord as well.
So please check those out. Cyber Discord, very good Discord. I highly recommend them as well. Thank you for your service. Thank you all for just being awesome. So yeah, so we have the background of the trial. We have some of the players here. We casted it here on the Sports Hub, and I still don't know what's happening. So let's pick apart the trial, which was actually several different trials. There was Mills versus Macmillan the third, which is the Millennials in the league versus the Commissioner in the front office and the God Coin. We had the Firefighters versus Pope Sunman. We also had the Wiki T versus Ump Pope Sunman. And then throughout the event was Mills versus Macmillan. So let's pick apart the Mills Macmillan business again. So we talked about there was a financial impact because of Ichirich not going into effect that affected a lot of the folks. 99%. I as someone who's part of the 99%, I rely on the income, so I can definitely see where folks are coming from. But also it was a commentary on what the commissioner's power is and what the front office's power is as well. And we have some interesting results there. But why don't we step through this case again and kind of talk through it? I have the timeline up. I feel like there's a couple of acts to this case. Dave was the first witness who was renamed EDVA for reasons I don't know why.
Someone misspelled it, and therefore the court recognized it.
It was in the reaction.
Yeah.
It was in the reactions. Someone typed the
peanut gallery
instead of Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it was just
changed the order of them somehow.
Yeah.
And then
So it spelled out High E Dav. So he became Edav.
Wow, I thought that was a random bit that would never be explained, but here it is.
Wait, it was, as you saw, it was
not preserve order in reactions.
It was a completely unplanned bit, and I'm glad it stuck.
The best bits, honestly, start that way. So let's start with that. EDVA Edva came on to kind of talk about, as a long-term player in the league, talk about the kind of history of Ichirich and how they rely on that, and a lot of people rely on that for creating their own wealth through creating their wins per game and their idol business. How do you think that went? Who do you think won these acts? And we'll go act by act and kind of talk through them and kind of eventually get to a winner.
I went to sleep. I won.
I think the first act was a draw. Like it started up I think my first reaction, honestly, to the first part was that it went a lot longer than we had all intended to it. So like in a sense, we all lost a little bit because we were still trying to figure out the timing of everything. Then I think the prosecution had a pretty good points, but left a lot of holes for the defense to poke at. And that's like looking at it from like an actual court, quote unquote, perspective, like that back and forth, I feel like it was a draw. And then from there devolved into nonsense.
Amazing. Also, I believe some folks have linked the document we're looking at, so feel free to play along with us as well. There was something sent earlier about how there are actual law folks in there. Boy, that was hard to tell.
Yeah, it was weird because like so we had one of the defense attorneys was an actual attorney, IRL, and they had joined during siesta, and so like they saw the thing, they were like, guys, I'm really worried, and we're like, don't worry about it. This is not actually a court of law.
It felt like, honestly, it did feel like an Ace Attorney game, which I think is just perfect, which how law should be. So a tie there. Ultimately, everyone lost. Love it. And then Goku took the stand. Someone want to talk about Goku?
Goku was supposed to be later on, but due to timing reasons, we had to put Goku up earlier. Again, another last minute flip.
What did
Goku have to do?
I think we were just gonna. I think Goku was just gonna be like, we were all just gonna say like "Hi Goku," and that was gonna be it.
One thing that I learned while streaming this with Joey and Dan that day, that fateful day, was who Goku is. Apparently, in the material plane, Goku is a character on a TV show. I don't know what's going on in the material plane, but they've got Goku as a character on a TV show. It must be a really weird show. And I think they've just he's like this very powerful, like just extremely powerful character who like fights real good. I think
he's one of the proto himbos of the 90s.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, but yeah, I was personally, as someone who's unfamiliar with said TV show, I was extremely confused.
Of course, we're alluding to Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, some of the most more popular mangas in the history of everything.
Thank you. I didn't want to embarrass myself by guessing the wrong.
Yeah, card captors. That main character.
Yeah.
What wasn't Goku? Wasn't Goku one of them Pokemans?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like so Goku came on and is apparently friends with Parker, Commissioner Parker McMillan, and I think the idea ended up being to use Goku as a character witness for Parker McMillan III. Like clearly Parker must be a good person and innocent if Goku is friends with Parker. So obviously Parker is innocent. And then some other that I think that's how it started. Then the defense ended up responding. I believe the defense responded by saying, actually, Goku's also friends with a lot of other terrible people.
Yeah. What a great defense. I feel like that's when finally one side got momentum. Kat, going through there, I feel like that's one of the instances where things got messy. In a series of messes, that was one of the messiest points. Anything that really stood out while you were doing those notes on the whole Goku character witness back
Through Goku being a witness, I thought the most interesting part of that whole exchange actually was when it was determined that Goku may in fact not be Goku.
Yeah, what happened?
Right.
Thank you
during the case.
Yeah, thank you for bringing it up. I'm not sure. Is Goku?
We're pretty sure. But Carl, as you saw, Carl kind of went off the rails during the trial. And like we had prepared Carl for several days beforehand, and everything was smooth.
And for those of the folks who don't know who Carl is, could you please explain?
Oh,
Carl?
yes, Carl is.
I know.
Carl is the robot with a lovely turtle avatar that will normally confirm that Goku is Goku, and also has a Parker simulation mode, which we can get to later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. We'll get to that. So because of Carlbot, we're not sure if Goku is Goku. We think so, but always make sure you always do your research, folks.
Yeah.
So then what happened to Goku? Because something happened to Goku.
He started powering up at that point, and just kind of screaming. And the court record just said that he was glowing. And then he approached the bench. Or no, sorry, that was later.
I was like, okay,
I'm getting ahead of myself. He started powering up first.
But it was going to take a while.
Right.
It's a process. Obviously, we had to cut to commercial and do next time on Dragon Ball Z before he could finish approaching the bench.
So I guess we just leave off the Goku bit at Goku starts powering up.
Goku, yeah. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll see what happens next time on Dragon Ball Z. What happens after Goku powers up? KT, good point there. Spoilers. Thanks, Toxic Clockwork. KT Ellen was next, and I believe something with a prophecy, and that's when I'm like, uh-oh, this is now we have a prophecy on the stand. Anyone want to talk about the prophecy?
I couldn't follow the prophecy. I'll be honest. I wasn't sure. It had to do with shoes and laces, and it was a shoe thieves prophecy. We've got like WSHU like in the chat, so like maybe they'll say something.
I do think that probably WSHU is going to be better at explaining the shoe prophecy, because I don't quite get it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was getting a stack at the time.
Astrid, were you paying attention, or no? You were sleeping, right?
What?
That is also the best answer for anything in Blaseball is what?
I don't think I was around for
Okay.
that bit. I just kind of collapsed because I'm in Europe and it was like 2 in the morning.
That's valid.
I can. It looks like WSHU is having a rough time with the prophecy, so I can take a crack at trying to explain what I think happened. So there's the Charleston Shoe Thieves, our team, right? Apparently they have a resident oracle, KT Tunstall? KT Ellen.
KT Ellen.
KT
Ellen.
I wish it was KT Tunstall. No. The resident oracle, yes, was a witness for the prosecution. No one really knew what the plan was, apparently. Came up onto the stand, said that they had and if someone can drop KT's pronouns in the chat, that would be great.
She, her.
She, her, thank you. So she came up onto the stand. She said that she had a prophecy about that basically could be interpreted, that involved like shoelaces, and could be interpreted to mean that it predicted that the commissioner would commit wire fraud. and wire fraud is what the commissioner was on trial for committing. So the argument is, if this prophecy is admissible as evidence, then that's evidence in favor of the commissioner being guilty of not doing Eat the Rich, and it is the commissioner's fault, and they should like pay us coins.
And then another prophecy happened. Another prophecy
happened mid-court session.
Which is also so. If you played the game Ace Attorney, which I highly recommend, love that game. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, or I forget what it's called in Japan. But very good game. Dumb high court drama. A lot of psychic and channeling and prophecies. We had a live prophecy. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Anyone want to share what that prophecy was?
Kat, do you have it in your doc?
I have it right here.
Yes.
Someone here tonight will be found guilty in the eyes of this court and all of the immaterial plane.
Whoa,
that's right.
What a juicy prophecy.
That was the prophecy. That happened in the middle of the court trial, and it was massive.
Yeah.
And it was true.
And it was true.
I mean, depending on your definition of tonight, but it was true.
It was true. Yeah, spoilers. Also,
it's somewhere.
Reading through this list.
Time is a flat circle, especially in the immaterial plane.
Oh, it's so confusing. We also noted Executioner Morgan, the mega bailiff. We had a bailiff, but we also had Executioner Morgan, someone with a giant battle axe that would to bring the court to order. Amazing stuff. I just have here accidentally punches an audience member.
Yeah. Executioner Morgan punches a random member of the gallery is what I have in my notes.
Yeah. I think Executioner Morgan was trying to like bring to order someone and then tag the wrong person.
Yeah, he was trying. He was going for Anders and went for Anderin.
For everyone who was not there, we had all the lawyers had HP, and Morgan was going at it.
It was amazing. Like, of course, everyone has HP, and I love that. Also,
some had more than others.
Some had, especially, who had the most HP?
Blaze Attorney had like a charm. I think Blaze Attorney only ever had 100 HP at a time, but it was always at 100 HP.
I mean, do you count negative HP as HP?
I don't know. I don't know how to count.
Because by that definition, I think.
What's meta?
I might have the least count negative. Yeah. That just sounds fake to me.
In case anyone's horrendously confused right now, it's Blaseball. There's Blaseball rules that apply to this trial. People had HP. Falsehoods programmers believe about in Blaseball courtrooms. You can have negative HP. You can. Most people had 100. I believe the person who actually had the most was Keeper Sins, because it had like 10 to the 11th.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of HP. So people were eventually killed. People were trying to be killed. It was a mess. But speaking of that, next, this is when we're back from commercial in our Dragon Ball Z episode. Goku goes after Keeper Sins. What happens then?
What?
What indeed?
What? Was it that Goku was just like unhappy with something? I forgot what the reason was that he decided to attack Keeper Sins on his.
The trial is a sham. You need to stop yelling at my friend Parker. The commissioner is doing a great job.
He's just defending his friend Parker. All of our friend Parker.
Parker's my best friend.
And then Goku was killed.
And then Goku was killed by Executioner Morgan?
Yeah, Goku was executed for attempted judicide.
Yeah, but that was like as Goku said, that was like the 8th or 9th time he's died. It's fine.
It's fine. Goku was fine.
Yeah.
There were a lot of gifts.
It was very entertaining. I'm not sure if that was planned, but boy, did I love it. And after that, the Blaze Attorney was killed a couple of times, but wasn't killed because of shenanigans. Hashtag Blaseball baby. The entirety is SIBR, then the Society for Internet Blaseball Research, which we have a lot of SIBR friends here, took the stand together. SIBR, do you want to talk about what the heck happened there?
I think someone said, wouldn't it be funny if all of you went to the stand? And we were all like, yes. And so that's how that started. And then when we came to the defense and prosecution were decided on, we like had our private room to start chatting what we were gonna like
I didn't have a private room.
What? No, this is for the lawyers. Then we realized
wow,
that
Yeah, I
wow,
didn't
what a
know.
flex there, Chubby. Yeah,
come
this
on,
is for the
get
lawyers.
get in my private rooms, please.
Actually, this is you should probably clarify that fact that you're both a lawyer and Sibber. Just to
yes.
start off.
Right. Yeah. So because so I was Sibber, and then like I was also a defense attorney. Then it turned out Paranundrox, who's also on Sibber, was a prosecution attorney, and so we were like, we're gonna take the stand all at the same time, right? And they were like, yeah. So that's kind of what happened, and then we didn't really have a plan beyond that, and so that's kind of why it just ended up being a bunch of people just saying hi and yelling at each other, and then also we were pressed for time. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Uh,
I asked like a couple hours before because I figured out that some of this was happening. I was like, hey, can I come in?
Yeah.
And Farah was like, maybe.
yeah, you could.
So, like, I don't know.
I think
Find out.
the funniest thing I think too about that is like both me and Para had actual like things to say about Eat the Rich and about like various graphs that could like be used if you misconstrue them in certain ways
had so
for
many
hilarity.
graphs.
For hilarity, and we couldn't use it for time reasons.
Now, Astrid, you said that you had so many graphs. Which one of the graphs did you have that you were upset that you didn't get a chance to present?
The one that goes up.
That was so I did manage to present that one. That was the friendship with Parker McMillan III graph.
No, it's a different one. That one also went down. We had one that just went up.
Graph
Just
goes
up.
up, graph goes down.
Yeah.
I think one of the graphs that kind of just like I posted and just kind of like went into the ether because chat was scrolling too fast was one of the graphs that does go up, which is Richmond Harrison becoming more Richmond Harrison by graphing his Gurgies over time.
I have all of
Thank you
your
for that.
graphs linked in the transcript, so I don't know.
The point that we were trying to make on the defense was that all the players named Rich have gotten more rich over time. Therefore, this entire trial is a sham.
Was it? Was it?
That was the one that proved that this trial is a sham.
Okay. That was the point. That was the point.
That was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Internet, Fiona, comedy point there. No more scope or climb. That is correct. Amazing. Now, Astrid, when during the trial, math was banned. What did you feel in that moment? That it was declared that your entire like spell force was just thrown out.
I was really tired, so I don't think I felt anything. I was really confused because I was just staring at the thing, and suddenly I had access to chat, and I was like, "What?"
It was
So for the next 10 minutes, I was just like, "What?" And I didn't really grasp what happened.
I mean, I'm still what
Same.
about the trial?
Yeah.
It was the second time that math has been banned. The first time that math was banned, we banned it on Twitter, and then Scores base runner threatened to hex us, so we unbanned it. And now then we were scared. So
is Scores part of Sibber now? I'm not sure. I'm confused.
I think we
I
can't
hope
say no
so.
to them. We're not allowed to say no to them, otherwise they'll hex us.
They really want
like
to be part of Zipper.
Yeah.
And they should
They're
be.
petitioning Parker to be on the Data Witches.
Well, we here at the Sports Hub completely endorse that, and we want to see Scores base runner on that team because it makes it.
You're all
it just
love
makes sense.
Score Space Runner.
So, anyways,
Covered.
so that was the first part of the trial. Nothing conclusive. A lot of mess.
How much time do we have left again?
Not much. So we'll quickly
Hey,
touch
that
on
sounds
the other
familiar.
stuff. Oh God, too real. Next one was the firefighters versus Dr. Mr. Ump Q Sunman. What the heck happened there? That was like a sub trial that was done in trial. Also, folks, this trial was held in an Outback Steakhouse in the Hellmouth. Just want to point that out. Was because it burnt down.
It's
But
not
we're getting
Outback
ahead of
anymore.
ourselves. It's no longer there.
We tried to order a pie on the stream. No one brought it to
You
us.
didn't get a pie.
I'm still salty.
There was a lot of
Swears-
Apple Discord.
There were a
or
lot of
apples.
apples. A lot of apples happening.
no apple pies. But firefighters versus Sunman. Anyone want to take that on?
I can give you some background if you want.
Please.
I could do background on trials. I did a whole podcast episode on background trials. It's called Blaseball Law 101. You can check it out at blaseballpodcast.com. It's great. It's got like more details about this stuff, but here's the short version. So one of the umpires in the main Blaseball Discord is named Pope Sunman. Pope spelled P-O-P-E. Now, the word Pope is very similar to another word for a particular kind of excrement that comes out of most human and mammal and other like animal material plane creatures' bottoms, like at the end of their digestive system. So,
as they say, everybody poops.
Everybody popes.
Whoa.
And
everybody popes.
Someone in the Chicago firefighters realized that Pope and poop sound similar and started referring to Pope Sunman as Poop Sunman. And the umpire was not especially partial to this and incinerated all of Chicago. It's actually incinerated their Discord channels. So, like, the Discord channels are gone.
I didn't know that.
And also, I think just probably declared that all of the Chicago firefighters fans had been incinerated as well. So the firefighters were understandably upset about this umpire taking offense at this very loving nickname. Thank you, chat. And the firefighters sued the umpire, and then there was something else that happened in the trial, which honestly I completely missed. So someone tell me what happened next, because I actually do not know.
I think the funniest bit to me was that Elliot was on defense, but then had to feedback over to be prosecution for this part. Because Elliot is from Chicago.
Oh, well, we are all from Chicago.
We're all from Chicago.
We are all.
But Elliot was also the head prosecution from Chicago, but was on defense for a little bit, for a long time, and then had to just real quick feedback over. So, yeah, I don't actually.
Feedback. There was a blood drain during the trial. There was feedback. It felt
we had
very,
everything.
very Blazeballian.
For all intents and purposes, we had an eclipse to end it. So yes, I think Elliot feedbacks over, and I think the main argument was that that's just their accent.
Mm-hmm. That's just how you pronounce poop.
Yeah, welcome to Chicago.
How you pronounce poop with a Chicago accent.
Exactly. I don't really remember much from there because I think it really quickly then devolved into a fight between firefighters and the Sunbeams, who are in a hate romance with each other.
Oh, don't bring Homestuck into this.
Oh no, that wasn't me. It was them. I'm just recounting events here. I never said the word spades on stream.
Oh God, if you know what that means, oh boy. Anyways, that's forbidden content. I'm sorry for bringing that up.
That's FK. We can't have that here.
That is cursed content.
Cursed content. So how did that end? What was the final result of that? So there was a duel.
There was a duel. And then I think they died in each other's arms. Yep. And then I don't really know what happened from there. I think we went to recess from there.
That's fair.
I know what happened. The slogan changed.
The what changed?
I think during the trial, the slogan changed.
Yeah.
I can get the timestamps down to the second if you want.
Really caught that.
What happened?
No, Internet Fiona. I'm taking away your comedy point for cursed content. No. I've rescinded that point.
Wait, what happened?
So the slogan change, Relays caught that there was a slogan change from "We're from Chicago" with an apostrophe to "We are from Chicago," which was part of the settlement, I think.
Okay.
Yes. So the verdict was that Pope Sunman was found not guilty because Blaseball is a blood sport.
No, it's sport. That's canon now. Sorry, finish your thought, but I have things to say about that.
And so it was an insurance claim, not a criminal charge, when Sunman burned down all of Chicago. However, it was ruled that the slogan would become "We are from Chicago" because that's objectively a better slogan than "We're from Chicago."
Oh, so much better. I've always ignored that because "We are from Chicago." It's like
yeah.
It hits "We are from Chicago." It's like it's very satisfying.
I always just read it that way.
It's beautiful.
And so I would say everyone got from that result. Everyone got like everyone won from that. That was nice. It was nice to have like a nice victory for everyone to share.
Oh, and then, yes, the rest of the firefighters were incinerated.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
RIV. But yeah,
can we talk about salmon math?
Not yet.
What?
Not yet. We'll talk about that later in the addendum. Put that in the book. Put a bookmark there for salmon math later.
Salmon math. Got it.
Oh no.
But like, someone said, Blaseball is a blood sport. Is that what splort stands for?
It could be. Didn't we determine that the L in Blaseball is for blood?
I don't think anyone ever confirmed that.
I think I basically said it. Yeah, I basically said it on air, like most of the things I say.
The blood starts with a B.
It does.
No, the L is for blood.
Not the B.
Yeah, okay. The B is still in place. I don't know.
To be determined, to be workshopped. And then we went back into and then the third trial began. The Wiki team versus Sunman. What the heck?
There was one witness for Mills McMillian. That was Crab Money.
What was even the charge?
In the Wiki team?
Yeah, what was the conflict in that?
I think the issue was that Sunman was trying to make things canonical. He was canonizing things because he's the Pope. Because the Sunbeams made him the Pope, but he was canonizing things. And Stephen,
I want to give a comedy point to the Pope Sunman for that, because that's very funny. That's very funny.
And Stephen, the Wiki admin, said you can't make things canon. I'm the Wiki admin. So Sunman made the trial canon, and Stephen, that was the actual concern, was he was trying to make the trial canon, specifically the Bone Course trial.
Oh God,
I believe.
Oh,
Sunman.
Canon,
sorry,
right?
I keep using he for Sunman. The Bone Course trial was made canon, and that was the issue. And so, yeah, that trial was more just Steven and Sunman yelling at each other.
cool.
I have Sunman marked as the defense lawyer in that one, because Sunman was kind of
confusing. And what I love is that it was dismissed for being too meta, which is perfect.
Yes.
I can tell you that. Go ahead.
Sorry, Sunman incinerated Steven, and Steven's will made whoever killed Steven the admin, which made Sunman the new admin. And then the trial was thrown out for being too meta.
Thank God. Thank the Blaseball gods. Thank Mom God Coin.
There are two things about that, a little bit of kind of like the pull the curtain back because I think it's really funny that, like, in the schedule, all it said was Sunman and Steven yell at each other for a couple of minutes. Like, we didn't know what was going to happen there. All they knew is they were going to yell at each other. And then Steven wrote the will, which said whoever killed him was going to be the admin, like an hour before the trial, and did not tell Sunman about it at all. And just baited him into getting incinerated.
Oh, what a bunch of shenanigans. Anyways, let's wrap up the trial. Part 3 of the Mills versus McMillan. What happened in this finale? The finale in the court, which I did not stream because it went on too long.
Does anyone know what happened?
I have the record of what happened, but do I know what happened? No.
So I'll say I'll tell you what was supposed to happen was that Carlbot was supposed to take the stand as Parker, because those who don't know, Parker is banned from Discord because he said the S word a couple times on Twitter. And so Parker could not come to Discord, and so to solve that, we had Carlbot stand in his place with a simulator, and Carlbot would just respond, "What, etc." To whenever you asked him a question. Perfect. It's perfect simulation. Like, it's indistinguishable from the real thing. So we were going to call him to the stand. And at some point, instead of simulating Parker, Carl went rogue and started talking about his superior nature and how he thought the trial was a farce and et cetera, et cetera. And so at a certain point, we all got scared. So Sundman decided to try to incinerate the bot. And then I think on the first or second incineration attempt, missed and hit real Parker.
Oh, that's how Parker.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So
Why was Parker there? Oh, Parker was at the trial, but
At the
couldn't
Outback.
speak at.
Just wasn't allowed inside the Discord.
Oh, that makes sense.
So Parker was at the Outback, but not in the Discord.
Yes, and then that's how the entire Outback also got burned down. Was Sunman going crazy, trying to stop the rogue robot.
I love this this summary here. In all bold, Parker Simulation takes control of Blaseball. Parker Simulation does not respect this court. Parker Simulation believes that all this is a farce. Parker Simulation has no remorse. Parker Simulation cannot be contained by our trifling Discord server. Parker Simulation has gained sentience. The court doors are locked.
Yeah, then we were just all holding hands for a while.
Has anyone ready
to get out of the courtroom?
I can't let you do that, Sins.
Oh God, creepy. Ashford, what were you trying to say?
Oh, I was just wondering if anyone has written a creepypasta about that, or like a slash fiction, or
I'm sure.
That's like
Guaranteed
creepypasta.
they're
slash fiction.
already.
I think.
I mean, I do have fan fiction of some parts of it.
Parker / Parker simulation fiction?
Yeah, like that.
That's been posted.
Like the slash that goes between the people. Not like killing.
Cat, no.
No,
cat.
No, we cursed things twice already. Not again.
No.
Sorry.
Ashford,
Stop making me big. What?
no. Explain yourself. I want to know more.
I don't know anymore.
Joey, it's stressful to be big.
Oh boy. Don't at the Splort Sub with your slash fiction, please.
I'll try not to.
So Carl was locked in the meat fridge. Simulation no longer requires external power. The courthouse and the Outback burns down.
There's no firefighters.
There's no firefighters because they were
Elliot.
insulated.
Elliot was the only one there. Elliot was doing their best the whole time.
Yeah, everyone tried their best, which I really appreciate, and that's what happened that day. Eventually, there was a really nice summary judgment given by Sins. Does anyone want to share what that was?
Cat's probably got it.
The final ruling in the Mills case, or
the Mills case, yeah.
Yeah. So to paraphrase, because it is a very long, very well written verdict that
the most organized part of the entire trial was that verdict.
But essentially, Sins found the coin guilty, using the legal concept of promissory estoppel, which was the main argument of the prosecution, and then found Parker McMillian III not guilty.
Probably
on the basis of it doesn't seem as though it doesn't seem as though Parker had any sort of control over anything that was happening. Parker was just kind of just running the Twitter account and tweeting what and oh no, and sometimes holy shit.
Same.
Yeah, what a nice it's so is Parker dead? There's a Parker the Fourth now.
So it seems as though Parker 3 is gone. It doesn't seem as though that he's dead, because said that he's not dead.
Said Parker was not dead, which could mean any of the Parkers.
It's true. He could mean that that Parker 4 is alive, and that's
Bump is-
Parker.
It's one of those technically
Parker
the truth things.
Who's Parker
Right.
for? Is that Parker
Well,
bot?
So when Parker, I believe when Parker the third was incinerated on Twitter, the @Blaseball commissioner Twitter account, the profile image, which normally has an image of a Blaseball, went black. It just became empty because Parker the third had been incinerated. Shortly after and also like the end of the bio just like stopped before it said the commissioner's name. Then a little while later, the profile picture returned, but it had a picture of a bigger Blaseball.
Big
And
Blaseball.
instead of saying that this is the Twitter account for interim commissioner prime minister Parker McMillan III, it said something like interim commissioner prime minister Parker McMillan IV, with 4 being I as his proper Roman numerals.
And he lost the CEO title also, I think.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
lost the CEO
Yeah.
title.
Ooh,
So,
yeah.
like, it seems like Parker
He had just
3 is
gotten that.
gone. It seems like Parker 3 is gone. Who really knows what happens? Like, we thought that players who got incinerated were just, like, gone, but then they turned up in the Hall of Flame. So, Parker 3 got incinerated.
I mean, he's not a player.
Maybe he's out there somewhere. We just don't know. But certainly is not the running the Twitter account anymore.
Ugh.
Yeah, the new Parker is too nice and it scares me.
Yeah. He gives us data. I don't like this.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
creepy.
So I really I think it's a good segue to end the court case. Thank you all for we're over time with that, but we don't care. If folks need to leave, feel free to leave. If not, we'd love to have you here. We will talk about the Coffee Cup next, but a great segue because I feel like that trial really sets up this person, this coin god, girl boss coin,
Girl boss.
to be the next big bad for season 12 and beyond. So really excited to see what happens and what kind of hellscape that we all will be living in then, and stuff that will be out of our control, and the fairness and equality and how that will be turned on its head. Any final thoughts about the trial or the aftermath of that from anyone
What?
here?
Oh, salmon
Yeah,
fishing?
Oh yes,
Wow.
I don't think we actually need to talk about that because there's a lot. But the TLDR is we said RAV a bunch, and then someone was like, haha, that'd be a funny file extension. Googled it, found out it was mapped to a 1995 salmon farming simulation software that a bunch of people at Sibber now have running.
They're still working on it.
And they're still working on it.
I did see some progress happening.
Come to our Discord, check out salmon
The
research.
last message was 15
We have a
minutes ago.
channel
They're
for it
still
now.
going. They haven't figured it out yet. They got Blazeballs to go on the map, I think.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go plot out the salmon for every team or something like that.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
bunch of nerds. Full of nerds.
You
So
do
this is-
really
what
need.
did you check us for?
There is some fun shenanigans going on in the depths of the Sibber
We need-
Discord. I highly recommend it.
We need
It's
data.
chaos. I love
We
it.
need
You-
Blaseball back. Otherwise, this is what happens.
This is what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great segue. Juby, I'm glad you said that. We do have a little bit of Blaseball coming back and starting this Tuesday with the
Mhm.
Coffee Cup, a exhibition tournament that will bring the players that we all know and love and some more back to the big screen on Tuesday evenings. There will be Blaseball again. Each player has been segregated into a bunch of new teams based on their preferred coffee type. Really excited to see this. Any hot takes on this Coffee Cup?
The other hot take of Sibber was that we need Blaseball back because we were invited in secret to be part of this tournament, and we immediately devolved into lore crafting and shipping and all the fun things that are not stat stuff because we're crazy without Blaseball stats
Yeah.
to study.
Amazing.
They
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
let us in so we didn't
There was
rebuild the entire
RP
simulator from
happening
scratch.
on the Sibber Discord.
We
It's
have an RP
great.
channel now. Follow Copybara Turing, Copy Espresso M7.
Oh my
Follow
God.
Sibber XIV. Follow Data Crimes.
We have a list. You can just
We have a list.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Amazing.
It's
So
so chaotic.
we have was it 12 teams? Plus
13 plus some extra.
13
13
plus the
plus
3
3.
extras.
that makes
Yeah,
sense. Yeah.
16 total.
The 13 coffee teams. We have Sibber as their own team, the Sibber Data Witches. Then we have the Pandora
Pandemons.
Artists.
Pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
Pandemonium Artists is their own team, creating some beautiful, beautiful art throughout the history of Blaseball so far.
Oh,
So excited to see them. And then announced today, I believe, right before we went on air,
Yeah,
the
about an hour
game
ago.
band
Yeah.
is
The
is
real
hidden
game band.
The
Real Game Band.
Yeah.
which
Might
is
be the
amazing.
Real game band.
Yeah.
No, there's no apostrophe. Just as real.
Mm.
Probably. I don't know.
Could be the it could be the Real game band, as in like the Royal game band.
Oh,
I think it's Real because they're
But
all
there's already a royal one, and that's
from
spelled like
football
royal.
teams, like football clubs.
Yeah.
So it's Real, probably.
that makes sense. Yeah, thank you. It's Real.
Real. Real.
Real.
Real?
Real. Real.
Real?
Not fake.
Real.
I mean,
Real.
it's definitely it's Real Game Band. That they're the Real Game Band. It's a joke.
But are they?
Oh, I'm not giving a comedy point for that. Game band, come on my show, and I'll give you comedy points. I'll give you opportunity. This is the official call out.
You probably
Come
could.
on my program.
This is Joey begging.
I'm going punchy for a second. I call your games. Come on my program.
This is an official call out.
Call yeah. Joel. Every time someone says your name, I think
Joel.
I see my name because my name's Joe, and boy, that's very confusing. So,
I'm so
come
sorry
on the
for that.
program.
This is Joey
Dan
shooting a
definitely
shot.
called you Joel.
Shooting my
one
shot.
time.
Yeah, I haven't called Joe Jimmy. People call me Jimmy for reasons. Oh boy, I hit it punchy. I don't even have Jaeger with my blueberries. Oh boy. Ball Clark when?
Oh,
Yeah,
Clark, when?
come on the
Paul Clark
program.
is going to be on the game band, probably, maybe,
Yeah,
That's the
hopefully.
theory.
Well,
If-
I also want to
Yeah.
mention that we asked Joel if we could have Bob Clark on a team, and he said no. So maybe Bob Clark is on.
Ooh,
bring-
oh,
bring-
that's
bring-
exciting.
That was the first hint, I think.
We've had Blazeballs on the podcast. We have one right now. That's Kimberly Dauber, canonically.
That's him.
Ball Clark. Hold on. Ball Clark. Cast a game with me. We're casting Tuesdays starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard here on the Sports Hub. Cast a game with me. Please. When the Royal Game Band plays, cast a game with me. Everyone copy this message and tweet it out to Joel Clark.
Clip it.
Take my stream, please.
Everyone clip it.
All right. I'm done being punchy.
Never
How
done
those
being
blueberries
punchy.
treating you?
I didn't have any, I swear. I'm also out of coffee. But I'm sipping on this mug because it's a good mug.
What's in it?
Ball Clark, I can confirm it's a lot of fun to be on a stream with Joey. You should definitely give it a shot. I highly recommend it.
We go off the rails, but we go off the rails together.
That's right.
Anyways, I really hope people
That's the story of the Discord right now.
That's just,
Yeah.
yes. Oh boy, I love it.
But there were no rails, I don't think.
I also
There were
bought
no rails.
hold on. I bought this coin. The image you made your god from, I bought, and you have not added me at all. I own the coin. Game band. Hold on.
I knew you weren't done being punchy.
Game band. I own the coin. I literally own the coin from 222 AD, the real Roman silver coin that you base your god off. I own that coin.
Joey's mic can't handle this.
You can take a bite of it.
I'm not gonna eat the coin. I'm cursed already.
I mean, we won't eat the rich, right?
I guess. Well,
Joey, we'll get Senpai to notice you. We'll figure
The
something
coin
out.
is by definition
Yeah,
rich.
Senpai, please
100%
notice me.
coin.
I'm not liable. I'm just I own the vessel. I'm not, Kika. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm punchy. Anyway, coffee cup.
Coffee cup.
Give me some hot
Coffee
takes.
cup. Coffee cup's gonna be
Yeah.
four games. 4 Tuesdays. 16 teams. Probably just gonna be. My guess is it's just gonna be straight up bracket.
They're
16
gonna put the data witches in the game band together. I'm calling it.
16
Oh, I'm
teams
sure.
You heard
go
it here,
in.
folks.
One winner comes out. One's the coffee cup. If you want an actual coffee cup, there is one you can buy on blazeballcares.com. If
Is
you
there?
want a coffee cup.
It's a really cool
Go to-
cup.
Can because
good.
of StreamYard, you can share your screen right now. If
What,
you
me?
yeah, you at the bottom there's like a
Alright,
share
fine.
your screen thing. I want to see it.
All right, fine. I'll pull it up.
It's
Thank
a really
you.
good cup.
Type in
I bought one.
blaseball.com instead of
Speaking of coffee
Blaseball
cup,
Cares.
Blaseball Cares, really great website for all your Blaseball needs. I, for instance, have this Baseball News Network mug, and I love it so much. Also, Blaseball Cares at me. I don't see any Sports Hub merchandise on there, and I'm not salty
get on
about that. But Blaseball, love what they do. Proceeds go to charity. A lot of great events, celebrating artists. Really good program there. Thank you, Catastrophe. Oh, Kat, you're right here.
That's me.
I'm so used to you being in the chat. Oh boy. And I think I have it.
You
I'm
can
adding
still
to
say thank you, Kat.
Thank you, Kat. Oh yeah, thank you, Kat. Because you can't
Look how
spell
cool that is.
chat without Kat.
Kat.
Thank you, Kat. That's amazing. You did your own bit. Love it. But look at that. What a great. It's so good. I didn't know that existed. That's so good.
It's so good. I like the blood down right below the
How did they
Blaseball.
make that
Oh, yeah.
so fast?
They're
Because
very
it's community
good.
full of
Right.
fervent
The artists
fans
are-
who are very talented.
Pandemonium,
also-
Pandemonium artists.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
FYI, don't forget this is Canadian dollars. So
Canadian,
this
yeah.
is actually like
It's
Only
cheaper.
you can stop gender reveals.
it's like $15 USD.
What
if
a
you're in the
bargain!
United States.
What a bargain! And it ships. This thing got to me very fast. So you go on Blaseball Cares, buy some stuff. Lobby your local Blaseball Cares guardian to get Joey T. Badger and Sports Hub merchandise on there as well. The fans are calling for it.
Wow. I'm hearing some American privilege here. Wow.
That's very true. That's so.
This thing took a month. And I had to pay double
This
in
took about a
taxes. I
week.
hate it.
Week and a
Oh
half.
wait. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
This was
boy.
a $100 cap, pretty much. I love it.
It's worth it. The art is worth it. Highly recommended.
It's so
again.
worth it. I just don't need more. Until they add an EU supplier, I will buy all of them then. I promise.
Oh, I love that.
So one of the very cool things with the coffee cup that we're already seeing is that players' positions aren't necessarily the same as their position in the regular league.
Mhm.
We're seeing especially pitching captains who are normally batters
Nagomi
during
McDaniel.
the regular season.
Let me be
Nagomi McDaniel pitching. We have Castillo Turner of the Flowers pitching. Finally, we finally get to see
a 5-star
our
pitcher.
Cactus pitching. Our amazing Cactus. We have Don Mitchell, who is repeating, is going to be pitching.
What?
What does that mean? I don't know.
I'm
Have fun,
scared.
Simmer. What does it mean?
Not my problem.
Reverberating.
James Mora, Hawaii Fridays pitcher, is now batting. We've been wanting him to bat since season 4.
Yeah, I am very happy for you guys because I cannot wait to see how that goes for you.
Oh,
What
and
he
it's so
has
nice
is
to,
still
like,
pitching, unfortunately.
I'm just happy. I'm sorry, RIV. I'm so happy that folks just have the opportunity to just like to not be trapped where they are, because we're always
what they
sitting there
wanna try.
looking at those
Let
stars,
Winnie
be like,
bat,
wow,
please.
We don't know. We don't know who got stuck with Tillman yet, do we?
Mhm.
We'll
We
see
don't know the
tomorrow.
entire
Cap,
rosters.
what's Tillman's?
Checking.
Oh, I love this. This is live. The super folks like, oh, I can research stuff. Yes.
We have,
Yeah,
okay,
I mean, I'm
we
just
have-
kind of sitting here
okay.
nodding because I don't know
Okay.
anything about the
Tillman is
trial.
cold brew.
Cold Brew Crew.
Old Brew Crew.
Also, great names like
Yeah.
whoever made the logos and the names and the slogans. Really good job. I'll give a royal comedy point to all that, because they're just so good and so. Nom, 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 nom.
And
Tasty.
yes, follow if Biff
Yeah.
Yep.
for
Biff
all of that info.
Compiled the potential rosters already.
We know of
Yeah.
one coffee cup team that probably has shadows, but that's because we made them.
Yeah. They probably have shadows, in that we know that teams have anywhere from 13 to 29 players on them.
Mhm.
And most teams, other than the Flowers, have like a normal number of players, like 14. So we'll see how that goes.
Right, you
Yeah.
are, and Also, I just love this logo so much. The Sports Hub. We have some new logos I've been playing with because I have nothing to do now because of
He's so cute.
yes, the look have funds. Anyway, sorry. This is very self-indulgent, but that
We did
is why
submit
I'm
some
doing it.
shadows, and Joel said no to some of them, which probably implies the rest of them will be there, potentially. We think.
Nice.
Oh, I'm so excited to see it. It's so much fun to cast Blaseball again and see it happen. Also, Game Band, please don't have it early in the day. Please have it at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we don't
Game
know
Band
what it is.
Standard.
Game
We
Band,
don't
also please
know
update your
the time.
code like the day
either.
before so that we can fix things before it actually starts.
Called out.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna break everything, and I'm just
It's gonna-
sit there late
yeah.
at night trying to fix things because they
Calling
need to
everyone
deploy
out
later
here.
on.
But oh no, we love you, Game
Yeah.
Band, but also like for your sanity, don't release the night before,
For their
and also
sanity.
for our sanity.
Yeah, thank you. For my sanity specifically.
Yeah, for the collective sanity, because boy,
Yeah.
we don't have much of it left. And one
Siesta's
of the
making
things
it look wild.
They won't tell us what season number it's gonna have.
Yeah,
We
like
don't know.
my guess has been it's gonna be season 11.5 in the code, which is gonna break
Oh,
everything.
man.
They're gonna make a
That would
floating
be
figure.
bad.
Oh god.
I'm hoping they'll just like call it season 11 and just extend it so it starts on like day 120, but
Oh,
they're not
that'd
going
be
to do that because that makes too much sense.
Day infinity.
Season
never.
equals no. Season equals null.
No,
That's
no
gonna
season.
break everything.
Oh yeah, just break
No
everything.
Equals
season.
none.
They could do
Drop-
strings. Please don't do strings.
Season drop tables.
Yeah, it's gonna be season. There's like an emoji for a
What
coffee
if
or something.
Bobby drop tables?
Okay, can we talk about strikes, comma looking?
Oh my god.
yes.
Strikes comma looking is gonna be fun.
I love him so
Wait.
much. He's my favorite.
I can't wait until there's new weather
Yeah.
and it screws up all of your database stuff. That you're like, okay, we prepared. We're good for straight comma looking. We're good for
Bob E.
like the reverberating picture. Oh, it's
Scores
coffee
base
bean.
runner.
Scores base runner is fine. Oh yeah, so we also did submit a player with a middle name.
Really?
Yeah,
Middle
we have Bob E. Kagayan.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Oh, I see how it
see what
is.
that breaks.
No, it's like E period. So
Yeah.
it's the first player with a punctuation in their name, I think.
Yep.
I see how it is. You couldn't do Joey T. That was too hard.
Yeah, it was too hard.
It's not all about you, Joey.
This was in
Hey,
reference to the Bob emergency. So if your name was Bob, it could have been.
Yeah.
Give me time. I'll do mostly anything for attention. But yeah, we'll start
We can
wrapping up now. You're all here, so you're enablers. Also, chat is also huge enablers. We'll end this cast going around. What team are you supporting? And if you're on a team, what team would you be supporting if you weren't on that team?
Define
for the
on a
Coffee
team.
Cup. If you are associated with a society of Blaseballness,
Mm.
you can't choose that team.
Oh.
So,
I mean,
okay.
some of us are like literally on the team. Like,
Yes.
It's great.
Okay. Let me rephrase the question. What team are you supporting from the 13 teams that aren't special, that are made up of the players from around the league?
No, the coffee teams.
The coffee teams.
team.
The coffee teams. And the Deathmans
The
are coffee teams.
breath to drink.
My breath ones, like Deathmans.
Deathmans.
You can say the Deathmans. It's okay.
It's a good name. It's a good name.
It's a very good name.
It's a very good name.
I'm supporting Macchiato City because Margarito Nava is on that team, and Jessica Telebone is the batting captain.
Ooh,
So that's good. That is a solid team. However, Cat Slats is the bat cat for the Data Witches, and so that is her
Wait,
job.
do they let cats bat? Is that in the book? Let me check.
Nothing says the book. Nothing in the book says you can't.
Nothing says cat can't bat.
Hold on, let me do some research on the air.
Only thing it says is the pitcher must pitch the ball. It doesn't say anything
Yeah,
else
You
beyond
must
that.
throw the
Unless-
ball.
I mean, we have
Unless-
lots of cats. We have cat boys, we have cat girls, we have cat NBs, we have just plain cats.
Yeah, but
Just
are they
actual
like
straight up
allowed
cats.
to it, or have they just not noticed yet?
What's the difference?
None until they notice.
Yeah, it's not much of a difference.
If they suddenly disappear, you know why.
Oh, I thought I saw something in chat I wanted to highlight. Never mind. Great. So, Chuby, who are you supporting?
So the Data Witch is the obvious one. Everyone follow copy.
I said that's not allowed.
But look. So there's, I forgot which team it was already, so it's not those. But there is, as a diehard Hawaii Fridays fan, there's the team with Gabriel Griffith as pitching captain and James Mora as hitting captain.
Mhm.
I forgot who that was already.
Milk Proxy.
Oh, that's a really good one. But then there is Heavy FC with the best, one of the best, what you call it?
Foghorn Sound?
Slogans. Foghorns. Just that. But then there's also, what you call it? The, which one's the cow team again?
Club to Calf.
Club de Calf. Yeah, I'm really bad with names.
With Jacob Haynes as the
yeah.
batting captain.
Yeah, and so like, that's also a really good slogan. Just moo. It's just a non-committal moo.
Foghorn noises.
Which is Jacob Haynes.
Yeah, it speaks to my heart.
A non-committal move.
But yeah. So like right now I'm split, but that's okay because I am already on a team, so I don't have to choose.
I mean, what a nice problem to have.
Yeah.
Astrid, how about yourself?
Yeah, if I'm gonna take the question seriously, which I'm not, but I can try
That's
to.
fine. I have low expectations.
Yeah,
for
thank
this
you.
stream.
Thank you. I've already gone up, but anyway.
Welcome. We have gone off the rails together holding hands, so thank you.
Yes, I might go with either the BC Noir, I think, or the Inter Espresso, just because they're both interesting to me. Because Espresso is canon now, finally.
Finally, about time.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
We think.
Well, you are one of the Data Witches. So like, so what you say is canon. So congratulations.
Wait, does that work?
I think that's how it
I have
works.
so much power.
Yeah. Also, like, I've already declared that BC Noir stands for Ball Clark Noir, not Black Coffee Noir.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting team, I think, because it's anything goes, literally. Players with the coffee type anything just like apparently don't exist. So we have that one instead, and it's just like newly generated players, I think, because it's for eggs.
Oh, eggs.
I wonder what they're gonna do there.
Oh, egg babies. And Kimberly, how about yourself? Who's pulling at your heartstrings, and who are you pulling for during this tournament?
So, in all honesty, the team that I'm supporting most for the Coffee Cup is going to be Blaseball the musical. Because I'm doing that, and I'm producing that, and we're gonna be like, the plan currently is to write it on like December 5th. I'm looking at my calendar. The plan is currently to write it on December 5th, record and rehearse it on December 12th, and then edit it on December 19th and release it sometime after that. I don't have so much hubris as to declare a release date. So
I'm gonna stream it.
It'll probably be released on YouTube Live. It'll probably be released
the
on
process of
it'll be done like very similarly to how garages release things. Yeah, sorry, Joey. I know you're gonna ask us to stream it on your stream.
It wasn't. I was just getting close to my camera to check it for dust.
But yeah, so I'll be like mostly doing that rather than coffee cup things, and then I'll be supporting myself and probably coming on to Joey's streams and begging people to explain to me what's going on because I've lost track. If I really had to pick a team, I would actually just pick Espresso because I love Espresso. It's so good.
Espresso's great. Yeah, also a valid choice.
So
You can choose the players you like, the
is a type
slogans
of coffee.
I'm just choosing the coffee that I like, and that's espresso. I like traveled to Europe at some point, and it was
humble brag.
so I can't have other espresso now. There's such good espresso. Anyway,
Yeah, Espresso's so good. I love her so much.
What?
All right, comedy point. I'll give it to you.
You know that joke.
Dad's here.
Espresso
swear,
Machine is one of the players for the Data Witches. She's very cute. Espresso Machine is one of the players for the Data Witches. She's very cute. I saw some artwork of her earlier.
She's legally Astrid's daughter, I think.
Aww.
Also, Dad's here. Hi, Blaseball News Network. I
Hey,
swear.
Blaseball News.
Hi, BNN.
You haven't missed anything. It's fine.
Stayed on the rails the entire time. I swear. Anyways, Blaseball News Network. This was the sponsor for this program. Thank you, Blaseball News Network, for believing in us that we wouldn't go off the rails, because we didn't.
No, never.
Never. Please follow them on. Oh, I had it up. No, I had it on Blaseball News Network on Twitter at Blaseball News. Blaseball News, as it's down there below. For all of your Blaseball news. Really great stuff. Really great content from a lot of different artists and creators. So they're the best. I would say the standard for Blaseball. So follow them on Twitter and the YouTubes. This program will be once it's finished, will be on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. But folks, thank you so much. This has been 1955 Explorers presents Blaseball's News Network season recap. We'll go around one more time. What's that?
I have a plug. I have a BNN plug.
I'm going around. I'm going around. We're doing plugs.
I have a plug for Blaseball News Network.
Oh, what is it?
It's if you go to the Blaseball News Network website, which is blaseball.news, there is now a community calendar that that the intern Benson and I have started to put things on. So if you go to blaseball.news and you look at the community calendar, it's got some stuff in there. And if you have stuff that you want to be featured on there, go find like Benson on Twitter, go find BNN on Twitter, find me on Twitter, or find like me on Discord, and tell us things to put on the calendar so that people know when and where your stuff is happening, because there's so much happening in the Blaseball community.
Can you put me on the calendar?
Check out the community calendar.
Can you put me on it?
Do you have like a thing going on?
No.
Maybe.
Just find somewhere. It's okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
okay. That's it. That's the VNN plug.
Great plug.
Thank
Again,
you.
Blaseball News Network.
So.
What? I didn't have any liquid in there. That's called acting. I'm an actor. Blaseball News Network, thank you again for giving us this opportunity to do this cast, and thank you for really helping bring the community of Blaseball alive and bring a lot of great people together to celebrate this sport that we all love, especially during these times of siesta. So thankful, thank you in our hearts. So everyone say thank you, BNN, in the chat. Please do that right now. That's mandated.
Thank you, BNN.
Thank you, BNN in the chat.
BNN in the chat.
Boy, you all lose every common point that you own.
What did you expect?
I expected that.
My brain literally just thought that you wanted us to say that. That wasn't even a joke.
No, I'll use my emote. I'll gladly use my emote.
Wow, I love it. Can we get some GGs for a good game for all of us, and a good game for the trial, and a good game for in advance for the coffee cup? Again, we will be broadcasting that on Tuesdays if the game band decides to do that at a reasonable hour. So please follow us here on 90.5 The Sports Hub for your live play-by-play. Again, I call out Joel Clark and Ball Clark to do a cast with me. It will be great. We'll definitely both be even more on the rails together. But folks, we'll do one more time around state where people can find you and plug something that you love and believe in for yourself, because be proud of the awesome things that you do, because you make awesome things, which I'm jealous of because I wish I could do as cool stuff as you. So we'll go we'll go clockwise, counterclockwise. Start Kat, Chuby, Astrid, and end with Kimberly, and then we'll end the program. Kat?
Hey everyone, Kat. You can find me at Kat Slats on Twitter. I also run the Margarito Nava account on Twitter. That's Margarito Nava _. And I don't have to plug for myself. You could read the court record that I spent probably 20 or 30 hours editing.
Too damn much.
Yeah, something like that. And then to plug kind of for Joey, I don't know. Should I let you plug the charity stream tomorrow, or?
I was going to end on that, but you can also.
I'll let you do it. Sneak peek. Spoiler.
That's me, old sneaky freak.
But yeah, I'm Kat. Follow me on Twitter. I tweet lots of stuff.
Love it.
I also have an emote in the chat.
You do have an emote in the chat. I don't even have an emote.
I am Chube. You can follow me at the same name, CH00BEH, on Twitter, or at High Fridays, or at Capybara Turing for the Blaseball related accounts, which I probably won't be tweeting from much while the Data Witches are going, because I'm going to be not paying attention to real teams for a while. You can also find stuff. I'll be trying to get Jalon Mladen, twitch.tv/Chube, working for the Coffee Cup. Again, it'll be following the Data Witches. And in the meantime, if you just feel like some random nonsense, onomancer.cyber.dev, I'll post a link in the chat. If you just want to generate random Blaseball names and upvote and downvote them and like form your own teams while waiting.
So good.
Someone's trying to train some machine language algorithm.
Look, like low key, independently, a bunch of people at Cyber have like kind of built parts of the sim on our own. So like CS is really getting to us. Okay.
I am so here for it. Oh boy.
Yeah, all the Data Witches stuff is just like a distraction because they didn't want us to.
They want us to keep going. And that's it.
Something else to do.
Oh, thank you, Chubby. Astrid.
Yeah, you can probably find me. Please don't. That's kind of creepy. I have a Twitter, but I don't really post there often. If you want to find me, I'm generally around Cyber stuff, so you can look at the Cyber Discord for some links there. There's a link on the website. You can go on the Twitter.
Perfect.
Did you say Cyber and then Cyber?
It's pronounced SIBR.
Oh, geez.
I just want to admit that I wanted to have a bit where I would alternate it
it
every time, but I didn't get to say it until right now. So,
hey, it's boy, chat. Oh, chat. Also, hold on. Apparently, Ball Clark has been tagged with a video. You are all enablers.
Oh yeah, multiple times.
It's not just me. You are all guilty as well, and especially all of you.
Oh yeah, of course.
Here, of course.
One here.
Oh boy, Kimberly.
Hello, what's up? My name is Kimberly Dauber. I'm the host of a podcast. It's called Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It is your friendly neighborhood Blaseball podcast. You can find it. It's Take Me Out to the Ball Game on your favorite podcatcher, or you can go to blaseballpodcast.com and check out our episodes there. I say our all the time, but it's really just me. The podcast, however, is currently on a little bit of a hiatus because I'm doing another thing with Rain from the Garages and a couple of other folks. It is Blaseball the Musical. Check out our Twitter at BlaseballMuse and check out our website at blaseballthemusical.com. Oh, thank you everyone who's saying nice things about the podcast. I appreciate it.
It's a lovely podcast with soothing voices.
Thank you so much.
Until I came on.
Say nice things to you about Blaseball in your ears. It's super nice and fun. And Joey's got an episode on there about the coin, so that's fun also.
You're yelling about that, so if you want to try to sleep.
But yeah, check out the podcast and check out the musical. Auditions for the musical, we'll send out information about them by November 21st. Not going to give out any more information before that because I don't want to have to retract anything later.
That's smart. That's very smart.
Thank you.
And I'll do the last little plug. A special thing tomorrow with Dan Hahn, a very good friend of the program, and probably has done the most co-announcing here. At Robin Dan on Twitch will be a live stream from 8 a.m. to noon Eastern Standard Time, where it's the charity event. We'll be going over some Blaseball stuff. I see Kat motioning. Maybe we can get Dan
He
on.
literally just walked in.
Oh,
actually.
perfect. Put him on.
He literally just got home.
Put him on.
Yes, he is on his way. I am on his Twitter right now. I'm looking for the tweet. There it is.
Yeah, so
I have found the tweet.
The St. Jude Play Live charity event will be there. The Sports Hub, that's me, will be joining him. And so happy to be there with him and honored to be asked.
Hello, yes. Hello. Good day.
Hello.
Hello,
Good day.
Dan Hahn, everyone.
Hello, good
Dan
day.
Hahn, we are ending the program, and we are at the point where we're plugging the crap out of your event tomorrow. Do you want to talk about that really briefly?
Hi. Yeah, so 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time. Standard because we have no standards.
That's correct.
Up until noon. Joey will be joining me for the whole dang thing, but I'll be making 5 recipes from the to be announced tomorrow Boston Flowers. Shit, my brain did the stop thing.
It did the stop
My
thing.
brain did the
Concessions
menu. The concessions menu that we've been working on for the last few weeks. There we go. There it is.
There it is.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey,
I'll be making, and this is the full recipe. I haven't mentioned this yet publicly, but the full recipe is going to be the steak cocktails.
Ooh.
That's what it says, steak cocktails. The Inflausible burger, which is a Flowers Impossible burger with balsamic and feta cheese and a few other things. We're going to be doing the Margarito.
Mm.
We're going to be doing the Jacob Haynes hamburger at Heinz.
I'm getting hungry.
And we're going to be doing
language.
Whoa.
Oh,
Abort.
Where's the
Abort.
room?
and the fifth one you have to tune in tomorrow to see live.
I forgot it.
You ruined it. I'm sorry.
This is now a plug.
This is why I put everything in a Google Doc because I forget everything.
Oh no, you're getting swoon bud.
I'm getting swoonbud. It's totally. Yep, I deserve a swoonbud.
Anyways,
I deserve a
a
swoonbud.
fifth recipe to be announced tomorrow, 8 a.m. to noon o'clock Eastern Standard. We'll be seeing those live. Really excited, Dan. Thank you again for having me, and thanks for putting together a charity event. Very good folks over there associated with that charity of St. Jude.
Oh yeah, and Nick Winkler too. Nick Winkler.
Oh, and Nick Winkler. Nick Winkler, Boston Flowers.
Nick Winkler will be making his primetime debut.
Potty mouth. Yeah. Oh boy.
11
Yeah.
a.m.
Prime time, 11 a.m. Prime time, 5 a.m.
Oh boy, Nick Winkler, my own personal antagonist here on the Sports Hub. Folks, thank you again so much for putting up with me, 2 for staying late, 3 for having such great personalities, 4 for doing so much art for the and projects for the community and to make this a wonderful place to be around, especially in these awful times, and 5 for being very entertaining. So thank you so much, folks. Give one round of applause for our wonderful guests today. I've been Joey T. Badger, your voice of the Boston Flowers. We'll be broadcasting here on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, hopefully. Live games. We also have other content. Follow us, subscribe, do all the things to support us. Also, just being here is enough. So thank you so much. Folks, the commissioner, I'll be on record, whatever iteration of the commissioner there is doing a great job. And we'll see you next time.